Embarking on the journey toward financial freedom has always been a transformative chapter in my life. I vividly recall a time when every paycheck felt like a fleeting opportunity, and every expense was a steep wave to navigate. In those early days, I learned that financial planning was not just about balancing numbers. It was about crafting a secure future while honoring personal dreams. My journey began with small, deliberate steps. Organizing scattered bills, jotting down every expense, and daring to imagine a life where stress about money would slowly dissolve. As I reflect on those formative moments, I understand that every challenge was a lesson, every setback a disguised opportunity. This narrative is my invitation to all who have ever dreamed of liberation from financial uncertainty. Let this guide, filled with insights born from personal struggles and triumphs, illuminate your path toward financial independence and lasting stability. One evening, as the sky darkened and a gentle rain whispered against my windows, I sat alone with my thoughts and realized something crucial about my relationship with money. It wasn't the numbers on a bank statement or the balance on a credit card that defined freedom. It was the mindset behind every decision. I recalled nights filled with worry over overdue bills and days shadowed by the anxiety of unexpected expenses. In that quiet moment of introspection, I discovered that financial freedom begins with an inner commitment to change. I gradually embraced the idea that transforming fear into proactive energy was the key to unlocking prosperity. As I sifted through memories of missed opportunities and hard-earned lessons, I recognized that every small step forward was a victory in itself. It became clear that nurturing a positive, resilient mindset is the foundation upon which all sound financial strategies are built, empowering me to view obstacles as stepping stones to success. My quest to regain control over my finances truly began when I decided to create a budget, a tool that soon transformed into the blueprint of my future. I set aside an afternoon to compile every receipt, invoice, and errant expense note, viewing each piece of paper as a clue to understanding my spending habits. With determination, I listed out my monthly income and categorized every expense, separating essentials from luxuries with deliberate care. Envisioning my financial life as a dynamic ecosystem, I learned to adjust my spending as circumstances evolved. I remember a particularly challenging month when an unexpected car repair forced me to re-examine my discretionary spending. This experience reinforced the idea that a budget is not a lifeless document but a living guide that evolves alongside I do. Employing various tools and apps became part of my ritual, each notification a gentle reminder to curb excess and to invest in my future. Through trial and error, I slowly mastered the art of balancing immediate desires with long-term goals, understanding that the discipline of budgeting paves the road toward financial resilience and steady wealth building. There came a time when I was deeply burdened by the weight of various debts that threatened to stifle my progress. The sleepless nights and the persistent hum of worry underscored a realization: managing debt was as critical as earning money. I faced different forms of debt, credit cards, student loans, and even the lingering pressure of a small personal loan, that all demanded a strategic approach. My journey through debt management was not without its stumbles. Early on, I experimented with both the avalanche and the snowball methods, each teaching me valuable lessons about discipline and prioritization. I vividly recall the moment when consolidating my high-interest debt brought a sense of relief, as if a heavy burden had lifted, allowing me to breathe easier. This experience reinforced that tackling debt requires both strategy and a mindset of persistence. I learned practical tactics such as negotiating with creditors and setting realistic timelines for repayment. With every payment made, I reclaimed a bit more of my financial future, understanding that every sacrifice had a lasting reward. Managing debt was an essential cornerstone in the architecture of true financial freedom. With my budget in order and my debts steadily receding, I ventured into the realm of long-term investing, an endeavor that felt both exhilarating and intimidating. I vividly remember the first time I stepped into the world of stocks, feeling like I was planting seeds in a vast, uncertain garden. Investing was not just about chasing numbers, it was about nurturing opportunities for growth over time. I dedicated hours to research and learned the importance of a diversified portfolio that balanced stocks, bonds, and even glimpses of real estate ventures. Each investment decision, whether the modest purchase of a few shares or a deliberate plunge into property, was guided by the principle of patience and consistency. I embraced the concept of compound interest as a friend rather than a mysterious force, and I celebrated small victories as much as major milestones. Reflecting on this journey, I understand that the road to wealth is a marathon, not a sprint. Every dollar invested, every risk calculated, was a seed planted for a harvest far into the future, a future where financial independence blossoms steadily, nurtured by informed decisions and resilient hope. As my financial path grew clearer, I began to appreciate that achieving wealth was about more than just eliminating debt or investing sporadically. It was about cultivating a lifestyle dedicated to continual growth. This realization came during a reflective afternoon spent reviewing years of steady progress. I observed that regular, even modest, contributions to savings and investments created a powerful, cumulative effect. By integrating diverse strategies such as pursuing passive income from dividend-paying stocks and exploring side endeavors that spark new opportunities, I built a robust framework for wealth creation. Every strategic move, from automating savings to periodically reassessing investment performance, made the abstract goal of financial security feel tangible and real. I came to understand that building wealth was a deliberate and ongoing process, one that required persistence, flexibility, and a willingness to learn from both successes and setbacks. This integrated approach not only fortified my bank account but also enriched my mind, proving that a disciplined yet adaptive strategy is the cornerstone of enduring financial stability. In the midst of pursuing immediate financial goals, I never lost sight of the future. Contemplating retirement became a natural extension of my financial planning, a quiet promise I made to my future self. I carefully mapped out the steps needed for a secure retirement, defining achievable retirement goals, understanding the nuances of various retirement accounts, and planning for potential lifestyle shifts. I remember the sensation of calm assurance when my retirement plan began to align with my broader financial strategy. I weighed the balance between enjoying life today and safeguarding tomorrow, recognizing that thoughtful planning was essential for long-term peace of mind. Every contribution to my retirement fund felt like a commitment to a future free from worry, and every adjustment in my investment strategy was a proactive decision to secure that vision. Through consistent evaluations and recalibrations, my retirement planning served as both a roadmap and a reassurance that, with time and discipline, a self-sufficient future is within reach. Drawing together all these experiences, my journey through financial freedom has reinforced the indispensable value of a strong mindset, meticulous budgeting, disciplined debt management, and the patient art of investing. Each step, though sometimes steep and challenging, has contributed to a layered understanding of wealth and security. I now invite you to take even the smallest action today, a moment to review your expenses, to set aside a modest savings goal, or to explore a new investment opportunity. Remember, every decision shapes your financial future, and with steady commitment, true independence is not just a dream but an attainable reality. Let this narrative be both inspiration and a practical guide as you begin to carve out your own path to financial freedom.